Megan, I've got some breakfast for you. Megan!
What do you think you're doing? Cece, I thought we had an agreement.
Heather. Hey. You all right?
Boy, you like to start in with the tough questions, don't you?
Well, how about this one? You want me to get out of here?
Nope, still too tough. How about the weather?
What's the forecast?
Pretty damn dismal. About a 100% chance of getting dumped on.
Sounds like a great day to stay in bed.
Hi, I just called to tell you you're a genius.
Does this mean I get a raise?
Where did you manage to find a pair of glass slippers? Julia was beside herself.
7.5 narrow, was that right?
Perfect fit. I owe you one, Lisa.
I'll keep that in mind.
I don't suppose any new cases have walked in the door this morning.
It's as quiet as a tomb here. I think you can take your time, boss.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Cinderella, why are you running around barefoot?
Because those slippers squished my feet and I can't put them back on.
Is this symbolic? Are we condemned to live out some sort of fractured fairy tale?
You mean like if I kiss the prince, I'll turn into a frog?
Let's try it and see. Oh, no such luck. You hungry?
Of course.
Why don't I go pick up some fresh bagels from the bakery?
And lox, then cream cheese.
We'll
After all,
see.
you made me a princess. Hi. What's up? Don't you feel good?
I have a dilemma.
Look, there's tape and gauze in here. Use whatever you want.
Help yourself.
I don't know how to do it, Kirk. I'm not a nurse. Why don't you take yourself to a hospital?
You think they'll accept my insurance card here?
I can't do it. I can't stand to look at it. It's too...
Gina, the bullet only grazed me. Come on, slap a bandage on it. Or you can kiss it and make it all better.
How'd you get out anyway, Kirk? I heard they sent you up for life. How'd you get out?
On good behavior.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry I asked. Look, this is going to sting a little bit.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just got to disinfect it with this first.
I'm shaking.
Listen, I'm sorry I jumped on you this morning, but I thought you understood how private I am about my note.
I happen to be a private person, too, yet I've allowed you into my home. I've introduced you to my family. I've let you witness my most personal interactions because I trusted you.
And I
If I didn't trust you, this collaboration would not have taken place, but it is a two-way street, you know.
I'm sorry, Sissy. It's just the way I work. You mustn't take it personally.
Not take my own life personally. Don't I have a right to know what you are doing with it?
Is there any time in your life when you haven't been in control?
What does that got to do with anything?
Oh, I think that's the whole issue here. And believe me, I understand because I like to be in control, too. Most of the time. Maybe that's why we're bumping heads.
Just the opening pages, the first chapter.
No, Cece. It's only a first draft. It's going to be messy and free form. It won't even make sense to you. Besides, I don't want you to get in there and start editing and nitpicking and finding things to object to before I've even had a chance to find a tone for the book. It could be very counterproductive.
Just the first couple of paragraphs?
No.
Anyone ever tell you you're a very stubborn woman?
All the time. So, what's the dilemma?
I couldn't sleep at all last night, just thinking about it.
It sounds serious.
Yeah, well, you know dilemmas.
Are you unhappy here, Brandon?
You and Mason have been really good to me. And I don't want to hurt your feelings or anything.
You won't. It's okay. You can tell me anything.
It's just that this isn't really my home. That's not my bed.
No, it's not. It's a study.
I want to wake up in the place where I belong. I want to see my stuff again.
I'm sure you wouldn't mind it if your mother or Cece were in the room next door, too. They love you very much. You do know that, don't you?
If I choose one, do you think the other one will hate me forever?
No way. They may be a little disappointed for a while, but nothing you do could ever change the way that they feel about you. So you have to do what's right for you. They're grown-ups. They can take care of themselves.
It doesn't always seem that way.
No, it doesn't. But maybe they'll rise to the occasion.
Okay, then.
You know what you're going to do?
Well, we have bagels, we have cinnamon rolls, we even have some croissants and some strawberry jam. What are you two looking so serious about?
I think it's time to gather the troops. Brandon's made a decision.
That's very good. Excellent.
Will that be all, sir?
No, I got a whole list of things I need you to do. And no more funny business. Comprende?
What now, Kirk?
Castillo's on my tail.
Why? What'd you do? Is it for breaking out of prison, or did you do something else this time, Kirk?
I was born. That's about all the excuse cruise control needs.
And you expect me to believe that?
No, the problem is that Castillo's got a secret weapon.
What, an IQ over 60?
No, he's got this psychic. She can climb inside people's minds, Gina. She knows everything you're thinking, whether you're sleeping or awake.
Kind of like Santa Claus.
Yeah, but this is the truth. That's why I need you. You see, you're going to be my secret weapon until I'm up and around, huh? So how does it feel to be working on the same team again?
No, Kirk, over my
Dead body? You know, that could be arranged, Gina. You know, I'm very surprised by your attitude. I always thought of us as soulmates. After all, we both hated the Capwells, the Castillos. We worked so well together before.
Yeah, well, blackmail has a way of ensuring my cooperation.
You loved every minute of it.
Until you went off the deep end.
Up the deep end?
Mm-hmm.
What a beautifully lyric phrase, Gina. Yes. Yes, my consciousness has traveled into uncharted territories, places you've never dreamed of in your mundane existence. I'm in a state of liberation. I can do anything that I want, especially with people who get in my way. Just act real normal.
Hello?
Gina, we're having a little meeting. Brendon seems to have made up his mind about his custody. We'll be over in half an hour.
Wait a minute. Can we do this some other time? I'm a little tied up right now.
Well, get untied. No point putting it off. You want to know what he's decided, don't you? One way or the other. See you at 11.
Did you get rid of them? There you go. Fresh squeezed.
I'm not exactly sure what to say to you.
Hey, there's nothing to say. Look, it's not the first time somebody needed a friend.
You really just take life as it comes, don't you?
How else am I supposed to take it?
Oh, I don't know. I tend to analyze everything to death, so...
Mm-hmm. Well, you have to cut that out.
I don't know if I can. I always turn things over and over in my mind about, 6 dozen times before I even consider doing them. I always look before I leap, and last night I just kind of left.
Well, you were kind of hurting last night.
I know, but Jed, we hardly know each other.
Heather, believe me, we do know each other. What's wrong, bitter?
No, I'm just not feeling really good today. It's not settling quite right.
Tastes fine to me. Tell you what, let me rustle you up some breakfast. That'll settle your stomach.
You always this nice.
I don't know. I just like to fix things and take care, folks. Gives me pleasure.
Well, I appreciate you trying to fix things for me, Jed. But right now, my life is so massively screwed up, I don't know if all the king's horses and all the king's men could put it back together.
There's no way around it, Domingo. If you broke that window, then you're going to have to pay for it. Now, you can give me the cash, or...
What cash? I ain't got no cash.
I haven't got any cash.
You neither?
Or you can come here the next 2 Saturdays and help us paint the gym. Now, what's it going to be?
Shoot, this is really going to blow my week.
I'll see you here next Saturday at 9 a.m. Sharp.
Damn. Sorry, Father.
You haven't lost your touch?
Michael,
You lay down the law, but you don't belittle them. You're very good.
what are you doing here?
I was just checking the job listings. It's a good bulletin board for that.
Look, I'm sorry I don't have time to talk. I'm swamped
I
here.
know. I do want to wish you good luck.
Donnelly, hello.
Hi.
Hello, darling. For my favorite teacher.
You're too much.
Well, I'm on my way.
You know, what have you been up to lately?
Well, right now I'm just looking for jobs, mostly.
You know, you were saying that there's some openings at the school for teachers.
Well, yes, but nothing that he would be interested in.
Well, I would think working as a priest, you'd be very good with kids.
Yeah, but...
I mean, I'd think you'd be a natural.
Well, actually, we need someone with teaching credentials. And there are already a lot of people who are applying that have the proper qualifications.
Yeah, well, listen to me telling you how to do your own business. I know you know what you're doing. Well, anyway, if anything comes up at the courthouse, I'll
Sure,
let you know.
thanks. Appreciate it.
Oh, which reminds me, I've got a case in a half an hour. Well, listen, how about tonight, dinner at the Lair around 7?
I'll see you there.
Good. Up.
I didn't make that up, Michael. There really
Oh,
isn't
hey.
anything.
Hey, I wasn't asking.
Oh, great. It's Brandon and Julia and Mason.
We get rid of them.
I can't. I told you. This custody battle's been going on for weeks. If I turn them away, they're going to know something's wrong. They're going to be suspicious.
I'll be watching you the whole time, Gina. You make one wrong move, I'll blow you to kingdom come.
I hate threats.
And your kid, too.
Hi, sweetie. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
It's good to see you. I've really missed you.
Can I talk to my mom alone for a few minutes?
You're calling the shots here, sport.
We'll go next door and round up CC and be back in a little while. Okay. So, you look kind of thin. You've been eating enough?
Oh, sure.
Here, sit down. But I'll bet Julia's not as good of a cook as I am.
She's okay.
She doesn't know how to make sloppy joes the way I do, and she doesn't keep those popsicles in the refrigerator for you like I...
Would you just relax so we can talk to you?
What are you going to say?
I know I put you through a lot in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I've been kind of pushy, but that's just the way that I am, Brad.
I just needed some time to think things through. And now that I have,
Yeah?
I'm sorry I talked back to you. And all those mean things I said about you not being my mother.
It's all right. I mean, I'm not your biological mother, that's true.
Well, the way I figure it, you gave me a home. You took care of me and taught me stuff.
And Brandon, I loved every minute of it.
So, that makes you my mother, doesn't it? I want to come home, if I can.
Of course you can. God.
Mom, getting lipstick all over
I'm
it.
sorry, I'm just really happy.
Well, there's one little condition.
What?
Something I want you to do for me.
Okay, anything.
Well, it's kind of a big deal. You better listen to it first.
Okay, Brandon, but can you just talk fast?
You wanted to see me?
Napoli?
Yes, right. Come on, sit down. Mrs. Outler said that she confiscated this from you during her English class.
Yes, ma'am.
You were supposed to be reading Crime and Punishment.
Well, you see, I've already read Crime and Punishment.
Really? And how does Love is the Sweetest Surrender compare, in your opinion?
It is a great book. I mean, it has some of the best characters and fabulous adventures. On the other hand, I found Crime and Punishment rather depressing, to tell you the truth.
Well, maybe you can loan this to me when you're finished, huh?
Are you kidding? I mean, you're not mad at me?
Actually, the reason I asked you here was because of your test scores on the AP examinations. You were among the highest I've ever seen. And I figure the reason you're sneaking romance novels in Mrs. Outler's class is because it's too easy for you. Maybe we can do something about that.
That's great. I mean, I thought you were going to give me detention or something.
No, not at all. Oh, there's a dedication here.
Yes. I work for Miss Richardson. I type notes for her after school.
Oh, that's very impressive. I have to tell you, she's one of my favorite authors.
Really? I mean, you don't read all that dead Russian stuff?
Emily Dinepoli, what are we going to do with you? Maybe I could get you into some college-level courses. You are planning on going to college, aren't you?
Yeah, I guess so, if my sister Lisa has her way.
I had noticed in your records that both your sisters went to Crestview.
Yeah. And Lisa wants somebody in our family to get a BA, so I guess that leaves me. She never stops talking about it.
What does Emily want?
School is okay, but I feel like experience is better. I mean, I have learned more just typing for Miss Richardson than I have in the last 3 years of English. Sort of.
You want to be a writer?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, let me see what I can do. Maybe I could get you into some creative writing courses at USB.
That would be great. Thanks. I'd better go. Calculus.
Right. Emily, think you could get me an autograph?
Bye.
Bye.
Take a seat, everybody. Brandon has something he wants to say.
Mason, Julia, Dad, I appreciate everything you've done for me, but I've decided to stay with Mom.
Well, then that's exactly what will happen. I'll call Judge Kelly and tell her your decision.
I live right next door, Dad. I can always come and visit you.
It's all right, son.
I hope you don't feel bad.
I guess now that this is over with, everybody has places to go, people to see.
Wait a minute, Mom. You forgot to say your part.
Oh, right. Mason, I'll be happy to grant you the annulment. I'll sign the papers right now if you want.
Well, thank you.
Oh, don't thank me. Thank Brandon.
Brandon, you're a prince.
Crying out loud.
Sweetie,
What a
sweetie,
nice,
you got-
tidy little deal this is.
There was no deal cut.
You don't expect me to believe that, now, do you?
We're abiding by Brandon's wishes, just as the judge specified. Now, Gina, if you'll sign this, we can close this nasty little business.
See?
Just right from the beginning.
What are you
You
doing?
want to sign any of that and believe it? You are totally responsible. I hold you to it.
Cece, I can assure you that this is
I
not...
better get this straightened out right away.
Wait a minute! Julia! Later, Gina.
What are you doing here?
I'm the Easter Bunny. Sorry I'm late.
He's just teasing you, Brandon. Look, you must have some things over at Mason and Julia's that you need to pack up. Why don't you go get your stuff together, and I'll pick you up later, okay? Come on,
He's
run
not
along.
going anywhere.
There's no reason for you to involve him in this.
Sure there is. I need all the friends I can get, Gina. You my friend, Brandon?
Somehow I doubt it.
Just leave him out of it, Kirk. He's just a little boy. He can't help you. He'll only get in the way.
He's your precious little baby, huh? I guess you'd do just about anything for him, Gina.
Wouldn't you? My compliments to the chef.
If you do say so yourself, huh? Good, thank you.
For what? You ate like a little bitty bird.
Thank you for making me laugh.
De nada.
Hey there, how about... Sorry, I should have knocked.
No, it's okay. Michael, this is Jed. Jed, my brother Michael.
Yeah, we met.
I forgot. Sorry.
Listen, I have to run. I have a new project starting this morning. So, nice to meet you again.
Yeah, sure. Good to see you.
Bye, Michael.
Jed was our contractor.
Yeah, no, I know. He seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, excuse me.
Okay, it looks like he forgot his watch. You want me to run after him?
No, Michael, that's okay. I'll give it to him later, okay? That's fine. Thanks.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Yeah, thanks.
How you holding up?
Oh, great. Just wonderful. Couldn't be better. I've been feeling a little sick lately, kind of queasy, like the flu.
Yeah, well, maybe you should see a doctor.
Yeah, well, I was thinking that, or maybe it was nerves.
Yeah, maybe it's a combination of both.
Yeah. Yeah, well, either way, I'm not going to go see anybody yet. Last thing I need right now is the professional indignity of having an MD tell me it's all in my head. Michael, your sister did a really great thing last night.
Well.
I went over to Scott's house to talk to him about the clinic, and he was there with Celeste.
I'm sorry. Did you talk to him?
No, I didn't go in. I just saw them through the window, and they were all over each other, Michael. They were in my living room, in my living room, our living room. I helped build that damn house, and it hurt me really bad. It hurt. I don't know what's happening to me right now, Michael.
You're going through a really bad time.
Tell me about it.
What you gotta do is you gotta protect yourself. You can't just go over there without calling ahead of time. You can't put yourself in this vulnerable position. Okay?
I know. Because I felt so rejected. And then my emotions are like on a roller coaster. I get really angry, and then I'm in despair, and then I think about terrible things to do to them, and I...
Yeah, well, that's very understandable, but as much as you can, you gotta focus in on your own life. Forget them. They're gonna do whatever they're gonna do.
Scott was my whole life.
You have got a whole other life. You've got a career, you've got friends, and you have family. You have a hell of a lot going for you. You do. What?
I've just given this speech to my patients so many times, hundreds of times. You know, you've got to get a hold of your life. You've got so much to live for.
Well, that's because it's...
I'm just wondering if it rang as hollow to them as it does to me now.
Hey, could we at least talk about this?
There is no point.
The point is, Brandon has chosen. That's what this is about from the beginning.
Baloney.
I know that you're disappointed.
You're damn right I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in the two of you. Even Keith Timmons could have made a bigger mockery of justice than you did.
That is neither true nor fair.
You were there when Judge Kelly handed down her decision. For once, Brandon had a chance to make his choice without being shuffled back and forth between the two of you like some sort of human pawn. All Julie and I did was give him a place to live while he made up his mind.
And I'm sure you took full advantage of that by filling his head of lies about me.
Oh, for God's sake.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised if you had that judge in your pocket.
Oh, that is ridiculous. You know that Judge Kelly's record is unimpeachable.
Well, why else would she give him custody, an interested party custody? You tell me that.
You see, maybe she believed that he had Brandon's best interest at heart.
That's a crock, Julia.
Oh, there's no point in talking to him. He's got a mind like a steel door.
Will you please just listen to reason? There's no reason for you two to be going at each other's throats when you have made so much progress in your relationship. It's not worth it over this.
Let it alone.
No, I won't. I'm a partner in this law firm, too. There were no strings pulled. We went according to the original agreement. Brandon was not manipulated.
Oh, really? Then how do you explain the amazing coincidence that Gina was about to give him an annulment?
I don't know. It came as a surprise to both of us.
You trying to tell me that a 10-year-old boy was able to do something and help along with a situation like this?
Yes, I'm telling you that a 10-year-old boy knows when his mother is going to go into an unsuitable marriage.
Please,
He doesn't want
please.
that. Look, Cece, I don't like Gina any better than you do. But I do recognize the fact that Brandon thinks of her as his mother. I have to respect his decision, and so should you, even if it does break your heart a little.
What breaks my heart is that my son engineered this whole thing. My son, for personal reasons, out of some undying grudge that will not go away. If it was the right thing to do, Brandon would be here now under my roof.
Haven't you heard a word that I just said?
He only hears what he wants to hear.
I've heard everything you said. You weren't there. You were in Phoenix with your father. You weren't at the custody hearing. You only heard what he told you.
Please don't do this.
Ted, did it ever occur to you that not everything I do in life is motivated by revenge? That I would have accepted it if Brandon had, in fact, chosen you?
Yes, my son, it did occur to me. Unfortunately, experience has taught me otherwise.
This has nothing to do with you or me or our pathetic history together. It has to do with the fact that Brandon chose Gina over you, and your ego is too big to accept it.
Get out of my house.
For your information, Dad, I didn't say anything to Brandon to turn him against you, but maybe I should have. Anything to keep him from growing up under this roof. Kid doesn't know how lucky he is to have gotten out.
So, what do you think of my hero? Uh-huh. Oh, of course he has flaws. That's what makes him human. I think of him as a powerful man who doesn't always use his strength appropriately. But the important question is, you like him? Good. Yeah, I like him too. I've got to go. And I love you, sweetheart. And I'll send you another installment soon. Okay. Emily, hi.
Hi. I didn't get a chance to proofread, but I don't think there were any typos.
Oh, looks good. Go ahead, sit down. What did you do? Run all the way?
Yeah, just about.
I hope this isn't interfering with your schoolwork.
No, not at all. In fact, my principal is really a big fan of yours. She thinks it's great that I'm getting a chance to work for you. We had a long conversation about it.
You didn't tell her anything, though, any details about what we're doing here.
No, it crossed my heart.
Good.
But she did kind of wonder if maybe she could get an autograph, if that's not too much trouble.
Sure, not at all. I've probably got a spare copy of the book if you think she'd like that.
That would be wonderful.
Okay.
Could I ask you something?
Sure.
I really love the story, but it's not at all what I expected. I mean, I thought you were writing Mr. Capwell's biography, and well, the notes read more like fiction. Even the names were different.
I know. Emily, I can't explain the whole design of the whole thing to you. I'm sorry.
But what you're saying is it's kind of avant-garde experimental?
Yeah, you might say that. Listen, here is a copy of the book for your teacher.
Great.
And some money for you. And I'll call you in a couple of days.
You know what else? I loved the character of Charles. I mean, he was, like, so real. I just felt like I knew him.
You're doing a great job. Just keep up the good work. Bye-bye.
See you later.
Oh, it can't be. It just can't be.
Lisa, thanks for the glass slippers. You're a great secretary and a good friend, Mason.
Thank you.
For what?
For these. These just came from the florist.
Oh, you're welcome.
Whose funeral did you just come from?
My own. Boy, do I need a drink. Don't say it. I said I need one. I'm not going to have one.
You think that we might be able to talk?
Julia, I'm all talked out.
You left me standing alone in the parking lot. I am on your side. I'm sorry. Would you excuse us for 1 second? Thanks, Lisa.
What a fiasco. Things couldn't have gone worse.
You know, I think a lot of good came out of this day. I really do. Brandon's case is resolved thanks to you. You really fought hard for that little boy. You did exactly what you said you were going to do. You gave him a chance to be heard, and I'm very proud of you.
Thanks.
If Cece doesn't understand, that's his problem. You didn't really expect him to jump up and down for joy, did you?
I don't know what I thought.
Well, he's very stubborn, and we all know that, and if we give him some time, eventually he'll see the light. I just don't want you to cave in about this. I don't want you to get all upset.
Oh, please, Julia, you're not my keeper. I can take care of myself, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
Fine. Well, what about going to see a show tonight? We could go to L.A. They're playing Les Mis at the Schubert. We could celebrate.
I don't know what we've got to celebrate.
Gina did give us the annulment. We can get married. We don't have to hassle over the divorce.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh, God. Up till now, you would have been really happy about that. I know that much.
Look, I think I need to be by myself for a while. Maybe we can go to L.A. this weekend, okay?
Okay.
Excuse me.
Where are you going?
I've got to get some air. I can't breathe in here.
Was it something I said?
Probably not. He's just fighting his own personal battles. Like every other guy I know.
They found themselves face to face in the atrium of the great house. Charles and Martin, father and son, each consumed by an anger as old and as familiar as the relationship itself.
Too florid? Who cares? It's true.
This has nothing to do with you or me, said Martin, or anything else in our pathetic history together.
Certainly, I'll bring it over your table.
Just a little designer water.
Careful, you don't have to account to me every time you have a drink, just as long as you don't drive under the influence. I thought I'd bring an apple to my favorite teacher on her first day back at school.
Oh, isn't it beautiful?
Well, when I saw all that work piled up on your desk, I thought, she needs a paperweight.
Oh, this is more than a paperweight. This is a treasure.
Well, it's only gold-plated, I'm afraid.
Well, nevertheless, I'll keep it at home. If I take it to school, somebody will probably steal it. Why tempt fate?
You know, you're working in a pretty rough neighborhood. Are you going to be all right?
Hey, do I know how to take care of myself a little?
Yeah, you're a pro. I don't have to worry about you.
No, thanks. But I've got my work cut out for me. Test scores are down, absentee is up, their kids are disinterested and alienated. And then, of course, there's the really tough problems.
Well, that's life, unfortunately.
If I can help the ones that have a genuine spark, then it's all worth it.
Your Dom Perignon, monsieur.
No, that'll do very nicely.
So tell me, did you guys ever find that person you were looking for when you were in here last night?
I beg your pardon?
The gentleman that was a chain smoker, had the limp, was in here earlier?
Well, I'm sure that the police are taking care of that. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I would like to propose a toast to my wife, who is not only beautiful and brainy, but perfect in every way.
Well, thank you, but I'm not, you know.
Not what?
Perfect.
Well, I have yet to detect a single flaw.
Well, I know you're being flattering, but you scare me when you say stuff like that. Huh? I feel like a straight-A student who's living in fear of an A-minus.
Nonsense.
I'm as fallible as anyone else.
Yeah, well, if you could see yourself through my eyes, you'd know just why I have such faith in you. I think We are going to do very well, Santa Barbara.
I met several of my students today. Some of them are very rebellious. One is particularly bright. And for the first time since we moved here, I really felt like we'd made the right decision. I felt that I was at a place where I could really do some good. I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, here's to a great future.
What do you see there, huh? Except a couple of ink spots.
Well, let me see. I see happiness here. Success. And a very long life. What's this?
What's what?
I see a stranger entering your life that's totally going to change it.
I don't think I like this.
Yeah?
What do I want with a stranger? I have you. Who is this person?
Oh, wait. Ooh, yes, it's becoming more and more clear. It's your first child.
You think you could liven this up with a little something?
Absolutely, I'd say this is a little more your style.
TJ, you read my mind.
Think about it.
Just how dark are you going to let that get?
Hello.
Looks tasty, but...
I wasn't planning on drinking it.
So, what are you and Mason fighting about?
Started out as a fight between Mason and his father, and somehow it escalated into a fight between Mason and me.
I see.
I don't really understand it. I thought we were on the same side.
Anger is highly contagious. It has a way of spilling out on anybody in the vicinity.
I guess so.
What do you say you go for a drive with me? Get out of town for an hour or so.
Where are you going?
Oh, someplace very special. It's up in the mountains. Trees and rocks and rolling hills. Great view. Maybe it'll help you get a little perspective, clear your head.
No Capwells?
Not a single one.
Good, because I've OD'd on them today.
So what are we waiting for?
I owe you one, Donnelly.
Pay me back with your company. Let's head for Dunbar Hills.
Delicious. Hey, you want a bite?
No, thanks.
Put hair in your butt.
Gross.
Just tell me what it is you want me to do, Kirk.
Yeah, there's this woman, Sandra Mills.
Yeah, well, I never heard of her.
No, she knows you. She knows me. She knows all of us. She's a witch. I want you to bring her back here, all right?
Should I take the broomstick?
I don't care how you do it, Gina. Just do it.
Well, you gotta give me something to go on, Kirk.
She has curly hair, big blue eyes, and X-ray vision. I mean it. She can see right through you, Gina. She calls herself a psychic, but she's a witch.
Well, does she live here in Santa Barbara or what?
You better believe it.
Okay, Kirk. I'll try to find her. But you let Brandon go.
Gina, it doesn't work like that. I want to make sure you're going to come back.
I'll come back, Kirk. I give you my word.
And I give you mine.
Shazam!
Freckles and I'll be right here waiting for you. Won't we, kiddo?
Tonight, meet Florida's walking tall sheriff, a frontline crime fighter and a legend in the war on drugs. We'll see how he does it on NBC Nightly News with Tom Brokaw from Miami.
And later, she's a he, and investors are out millions in a wild auto scam. Maybe you can locate Michael Jerry, also known as Liz Carmichael. It's an all-new Unsolved Mysteries. Then it's Night Court, followed by an all-new My Two Dads. And an accident threatens Sam's daughter's life on a hot new Nightingale tonight.